Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is a platform where I showcase my process of drawing and painting, and I use different mediums to execute my ideas. So today I have a very interesting artwork to show you, and this is a very piece that talks in real life. And today I'm glad to share the process of this artwork with you. Its title is Ecstasy. I hope you recognize what ecstasy means. It's some kind of energy that you can exude to those around you, maybe in a certain moment. So this piece is more than just color on paper. It is a story about joy, positivity, and the fullness of life. It's about the energy that comes from within when you decide that life should be lived vibrantly. Because being dull, being lifeless, that's not living actually, yeah? True life is found in color, emotion, and gratitude. So in this piece, every stroke carries that message, a reminder that even in ordinary moments, we can choose to bloom. Okay, so this one I'm going to explain also in drawing the concept and symbolism, the process of course, then the emotional meaning, spiritual meaning, as well as the physical appearance of how we should be and what it represents in real life. So I started with the dress. It's a blue dress, so I wanted to capture its elegance first because the fabric sets the tone for everything else. I laid the first layer with a blue colored pencil, light, even, and gentle. So the first layer acted like a whisper or a building foundation. Then came up the texture where patience meets precision. To give the embroidery that rich, bold touch, I used a ball pen as the finishing layer, adding depth and intensity. The pen gave the blue dress a polished texture, like the threads catching light. So capturing those tiny embroidery patterns took time and stillness. So every little stitch, every steamer demanded attention. Yeah, because it has to appear the way it is in its real form. So I didn't just draw the patterns, I felt them as well. So the rhythm of the repetition, the beauty of the detail, it was all meditative. So the dress became more than just fabric. It became the grace made visible. So you can keep focusing on how the shades were made, that deep blue color, and also the symbolism behind the blue dress. So that deep blue dress is meant to symbolize calm strength and wisdom, the inner peace that allows true joy to shine. So this kind of effect actually it needs patience and layering. So you really have to be patient to achieve such kind of an effect. So the process of achieving these textures is a mixture of different techniques of shading, such as hatching, cross-hatching, scribbling, and also blending. So it really needs your patience, and you see the layering. So I had to layer the first layer of the blue pencil and also add the deep blue layer using a ball pen to achieve that effect. So as you continue observing the process, so I'm taking care of every detail using this kind of technique. And also I had to take care of the value. The value is one of the elements of art. It is defined as the degree of lightness and darkness of a surface. So I had to really control my strengths as I applied the shades using these kind of mediums. So I had also to apply darkness in areas where it seemed a little more curved, and light where the light hits the most. So it's a process that really requires a lot of patience and being careful of where to add each shade. So this time next I came up to the face. The face is the heart of ecstasy. So this is the soul of the artwork, the face really. So I started with the eyes, capturing the emotion behind the eyes. Look at the eyes and how they appear. They appear a little bit cheeky and energetic as you see it. Yeah. So it is something that you capture really and make it look like real eyes, and it is emanating a certain energy from the inside. So this stage of drawing the face is actually the most delicate part, because the face carries emotion, and emotion is what connects art to life. So upon the skin, so I began with the layers of peach, cream and subtle browns, slowly building to form a warmth. Paid attention to the smile, and the radiant expressive smile that tells the story of ecstasy. So each curve of the lips, every highlight in the eyes, it had to speak joy, because this artwork isn't just about the outer beauty. It's about the inner light that glows, that comes from gratitude and freedom. The features had to look real, but more than that, they had to feel alive. So I softened the transitions, blended gently, and added tiny highlights around the eyes and cheeks to make the joy believable. So in that moment, as I layered color after color, I realized that joy is built the same way, one layer at a time. And the real skin tone is really something delicate. So it's a skin tone. So I had to layer this different kinds of pencil to come up with that kind of a skin tone. And this one takes time and process. So it's a fully concentrated, and have to fully concentrate on making that happen. So achieving a skin tone can be one of the most challenging exercises you can have when drawing. So you really have to master drawing skin tone when you are applying color. So these shades of brown, they really hard to match and blend together. Yeah, as you can observe here. And also I had to use white to balance them and blend them together. So it's a challenging exercise, and it needs a lot of practice, patience and layering. So that is a fully concentration. Now after the face, I moved to the hair. It is one of my favorite parts. Wow. So the hair is not just an element of style, it's a rhythm and flow. So I had to start with indenting so that I can put the black patches. So I used a mix of black and dark brown pencils, blending them softly to bring out the movement and natural sheen. Each strand had to follow its own flow, confident but graceful. I left some lighter strokes to catch the reflection of the yellow background so the hair wouldn't feel flat. So the process was slow, stroke by stroke, line by line, like weaving music with a pencil. In many ways, the hair reflects life's rhythm, sometimes tangled, sometimes smooth, but always flowing forward. Now moving forward to the hibiscus flower and the yellow background. The hibiscus flower were the final touch and perhaps the most symbolic, so I used rich reds and pinks, blending them with hints of maroon to bring out the vibrancy and texture. The hibiscus is a bold flower, delicate yet daring. It represents passion, beauty, and spirit that blooms fearlessly. I wanted to each petal to feel alive, soft, and yet full of energy. As I drew, I realized that these flowers are a mirror message of this space: to stay alive, to bloom, to fully embrace color no matter what surrounds you. So the flowers are punctuation marks of ecstasy, and they are small but powerful. Then came the yellow background, which is the soul of positivity. So I chose this color intentionally to express warmth, hope, and energy. Yellow is the color of sunlight, of joy, and refuses to fade. I layered the background carefully during the hue to radiate light without overpowering the subject. So I filled in the golden tone. I imagine it as the aura of life, the atmosphere we choose to carry within us. It reminded me that positivity isn't the absence of struggle, it is the decision to stay radiant in the middle of it. So the final thing that we want to speak about is about the meaning, faith, and reflection. So when I look at the finished piece, it reminds me of the one truth: life is a gift meant to be lived in color. As in the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 4, which says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say rejoice." In fact, I almost named this piece "Rejoice." Or you can also refer to Psalm chapter 16 verses 11, which says, "You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand." So ecstasy is my reflection of that joy, not a perfect moment, but a celebration to being alive. The textures, the contrast, the vibrancy, they all symbolize what faith and joy look like in color: strength, passion, and gratitude intertwined. So this is ecstasy, a piece that reminds us to smile more, live brighter, and to embrace every shade of life with gratitude. In a world that often feels heavy, choose to be light. In a season that feels gray, choose to be color. Because being boring is easy, but being joyful, that's art. Thank you for joining me in this creative journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and share what joy means to you. And remember, keep creating, keep believing, and above all, keep living with ecstasy.